Winter is approaching, and I'm starting to run low on firewood, so I need to harvest a tree. I'll be fine for this winter, but wood needs time to season, so I'm working a year ahead. The only issue is this. There's a grove of forest nymphs that live in the woods next to my fields. In general, we get along. They see me care for my land and treat my animals right, which they respect, and I appreciate and I can understand that they have a special relationship with trees and are reluctant to let me cut one down. But I need firewood. It's a basic necessity sort of thing for cooking and heating my home. The negotiating process begins with me offering gifts. Jars of honey, jams, and goat milk usually goes over well. Things they can't find naturally in their woods. Sure, they might have bees, berries, and goats, but not the patience for the process. After the haggling begins, I ask for a very large pine that will last me several years, saving me from this process in the future. They start by countering with several bushes and shrubs. Needless to say, there's a gap for us to bridge. My first time entering negotiations, I offered them saplings of trees to show my intent to replace and regrow what I cut down. This did not go well. Turns out part of their magic is the ability to grow saplings in an instant, and my offering of saplings was somewhat of an offense and evidently showed my human arrogance. I harvested a tree that year that barely lasted the winter. We've gone through this process several times now, and a certain level of trust and respect has formed over the years. I'm holding a final trick up my sleeve this time, though. Just when they've finally consented to a tree I'd nearly be happy with, I will remember a cask of wine I meant to offer them. Wood nymphs go crazy for wine. They love the drink. And just like that, I have a perfectly large tree to cut down and process into firewood for several seasons to come. Of course, the nymphs will have a ceremony first to honor the tree. I'm not invited or welcome to the event. That would be too morbid in their eyes. But the next day, after their ceremony, I head to the tree, tools in tow, and begin chopping. It'll take me all day, and the work makes me hotter than the fire it produces ever will. When I've finished, I take a look at where the tree once was, and I can begin to understand where the grove is coming from. The remaining stump looks like a scar on the woods. There's an emptiness that will not be replaced by another tree for years to come. So I try and take a moment to thank it for the tree that it was and the warmth that it'll provide. It feels silly at first, but also right. Like, comment, and follow for more tales from the Fantasy Farm.